going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and today we need to talk about Ryan Garcia. So Ryan Garcia's been in the news lately for all the wrong reasons, and we saw a lot of this in his build-up to the fight with Devin Haney, where he would go on Twitter, he would talk about wild things and try and get attention so people could tune into the fight. Or that's what we all thought, at least. At the beginning of it, a lot of people in the space thought that this was just fight promotion and that he didn't believe a lot of these things and he was just trying to get people to watch the fight, and it worked because the fight was a success and he actually won. So I mean, it was a win-win for everybody, and we thought that was going to be the end of it and we weren't going to see much from Ryan Garcia after that in terms of these controversial topics that he's been discussing, but that hasn't been the case. He's still doing some of the craziest stuff on his social media. He's always partying, drinking, hanging out with girls and OnlyFans models, and just pretty much doing all the wrong things that you wouldn't want your kid to look up to. And he's always prided himself on being a child of God and all these stuff, so it's weird that Ryan's indulging in such vices and promoting it online. Now I have my own theories as to why it is, but I'm not going to go into the speculation behind it, but I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that he's clearly been drinking a lot and smoking. I mean, he's been vocal about that. We saw him even drink at the weigh-ins for the Devin Haney fight on the scale. So, I mean, I think there is something going on there. I think there is some substance abuse issues going on with Ryan, and that's why we're seeing this erratic behavior from him. But I don't think that's the full story either. Now, of course, Ryan talked a lot about the Bohemian Grove and the Illuminati and saying that they're coming after him. And while I don't necessarily believe that, I feel like there are people in high positions that just want him to shut up. And this most recent event that took place may be a step towards that. So if you don't know, Ryan Garcia was arrested on June 8th in Beverly Hills, California at a hotel where they claimed that he was vandalizing and had about $15,000 in damage to the property. There's been no word if he was under the influence of anything yet, but I mean, I don't know if he would be doing stuff like this sober, so I think it's safe to assume that he was probably intoxicated during this interaction, and he was arrested, and we haven't heard much from him since. He was taken to a hospital because he was injured apparently, and from the hospital we've been seeing some cryptic tweets saying they're coming after him and that this has been planned for a while, and he actually might have some truth to that. Because a couple months back, he tweeted out that on June 8th, something bad was going to happen to him, and he was arrested. Could that be a coincidence? Of course, but I mean, it's kind of a little specific for something like that to be happening. Could he be saying that and then going out and committing a crime and then looking like a genius? I guess that's possible too. But there's a lot of speculation right now, and I think there's just a lot of uncertainty involving Ryan Garcia. Like, when was the last time you actually heard him talk about boxing in his next fight? I mean, he's coming off the biggest win of his career in Devin Haney, and this fight and that win opened up so many opportunities for him in the division and in boxing in general. The guy can chase pretty much any fight he wants, and he's still focused on all this partying and the Illuminati and all this other nonsense that's completely irrelevant to his career. And I don't know why. It's kind of frustrating, honestly, as a fan, because you're seeing a guy who is entering the prime of his career, coming off the biggest win of his career. He's already a superstar, he's a millionaire, and he could make so much money in boxing, but he's worried about talking about the Illuminati, the Bohemian Grove, partying, OnlyFans models. Like, his head's just not in the right space right now. And you can even see in the way he acts on social media in some of these videos. You could tell there's something not right. He's always like, seems kind of sad, and like, he's like very monotone, and just, he looks down on himself. And I think this is part of what's been going on outside of the octagon with substance abuse and things like that. So I think he really needs to get his stuff together before it's just too late. And of course, it came out in the past few weeks that his mother does have cancer, so maybe that is affecting him as well. I'm sure it is. So there's a lot going on in his life, so that's maybe why he's not as focused on boxing, but you still see all this other stuff that he's doing. So is that his way of coping? I'm not sure. I just don't think it's right either way. You're a professional fighter. You're literally one of the biggest fighters in boxing right now. Take advantage of it and don't throw it away. I've always liked Ryan Garcia. I think he's always been one of the most interesting guys in boxing because a lot of them don't have any personality. And I actually get excited for Ryan Garcia fights, and I can't say the same about a lot of other boxers. So I really hope he gets his career back on track here. I really want him to stop focusing on this Illuminati stuff and this Bohemian Grove crap and all this other nonsense that has nothing to do with boxing, because it's not going to do him any good. And if there are actually people in these high positions that want him to shut up, they'll make him. Also, before Ryan's arrest, he released this TikTok that I found pretty interesting. I'm going to play it for you guys right here, and you let me know what you guys think about it.
Soon my TikTok will be deleted. They're gonna try to put me in jail. Then they're gonna kill me. Real me.
So yeah, that was pretty weird, and since then we've got some tweets in the hospital saying that they're coming after me and things like this, and apparently this is his manager, and Ryan is in the hospital. He's not in good condition, but I don't know. I don't know what to believe at this point. I just hope it's not true, because obviously that would be terrible. And I just hope Ryan can get his shit together, really. That's the big thing that I take out of all of this, because if it's true, okay, I mean, there's not much you can do about it anyways, but if it isn't true, like, I mean, it's not a good look for Ryan. He needs to get things sorted out. He needs to surround himself with some people who are going to actually help him and not continue to push him down this path, and I just hope he finds the help he needs. But there you guys have it. That's what I think of Ryan Garcia and everything going on in this crazy life right now. Let me know what you guys think, though. Do you think Ryan's going crazy? Do you think there's some truth behind this Bohemian Grove Illuminati stuff? Or do you think he really is just losing his mind and he needs to get back on track and focus on boxing? Let me know down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, consider liking and subscribing. Helps me out a ton. Stay tuned for more videos just like this one. I mean, it's not all just videos like this. We're going to be talking about UFC way more. I wanted to touch on this topic because it seems to be catching some steam, and I wanted to share my thoughts on it. Thank you all for watching. I'll check you in the next one.